Well, hello, my peeps. It's Antoinette here. And I wanted to talk to you about what people are calling, lazy, dirty, filthy keto. They have all different types of names for it. But the thing about keto is that it's not just a set way of doing things. It's about how keto works for you. And keto is just a name. I like to just call it low carb, high fat, living the lifestyle. I'm always saying just living the lifestyle. When I did the 90-day challenge this year, and then I ended it with the egg fast, and then I have a whole set of egg fast videos I did last year. And what's interesting, this is like, I'm on the 1-year anniversary of my YouTube channel. And I have learned a lot. Now, originally, I started my channel mainly to keep myself accountable. And that has really worked for me. But throughout it all, I've tried all these other crazy things. And during my 90-day challenge, I was quite miserable. Just to lose 15 pounds, which I did. But because I've already learned this lesson. I learned this lesson a long time ago. And that is that keto isn't just a matter of macros. Maybe it is at first when you're in losing mode and you want to stay under, certain amount of carbs. And I never ever did count my macros. I downloaded that macro app. I did it for about a week. I was like, no, this is not for me. What I always did was I just counted 20 net carbs. And that's what I did for 3 years to lose my 55 pounds. Until I was happy at my maintenance weight of, I say weight, but my size 10. Like I told you in my story video, from Atkins to keto. I'm in all of these keto Facebook groups. And this one's Filthy Keto. And this is the kind of thing that I see that it just drives me insane. Am I the only one who has taken a hiatus from keto during COVID? There's always an excuse. There's a birthday party. There's your birthday. My party's next week. There's, oh my gosh, my mother-in-law just died. Death in the family. There are a trillion of excuses. But the fact is, you make this a lifestyle. I continue. I've gained 8 pounds that I know of. I'm afraid of hopping on the scale. I just can't seem to avoid bread. I'm okay with not eating pasta so far, but here comes summer, and now and I'm good at avoiding most sugar except for ice cream. I love working at home and especially being with my pets all day, but because of the whole world is out walking with dogs all of a sudden, my neighborhood is crowded with walkers. Where the hell did my ambition go? I know exactly where it went. She was not living the lifestyle. Now, there are different ways to live the lifestyle. You can be all strict keto while you're losing. I was from 2015 to 2018. And then I went low carb, high fat. I didn't stick to the numbers. And I didn't stick to the ingredients. Which is why I'm going back to lazy keto, where I was happy. This is a customized plan. Stay tuned, we're going to talk about it. I I found this at Costco. I was so excited. And, you know, I still had it in my brain about, you know, what all the groups say about wheat. But over the years, I have discovered that wheat is not my problem. Now, if wheat is your problem, you take the wheat out. What's in here? Zero net carb blend. Modified wheat starch. Wheat gluten, oat fiber, wheat protein isolate. Soybean oil. Big no-no from the keto police. Let's see. Yeast, salt, vinegar, calcium. Contains wheat. So, this says keto friendly, but the keto police wouldn't think so because it contains wheat. This contains so much fiber, and that's how they get to, you know, zero carb bread. 12 carbs, 12 dietary fiber, 0 net carbs. No sugar, no added sweeteners. So it's a bit dry, but you can fix that by slathering it with a lot of butter or mayonnaise. And that's what I do. This is $7.98 for a 2-pack. I was so stoked when I saw that they had this because I never could find the Aldi's bread. And I couldn't make it for that much. So this works for me because I really don't have a problem with wheat. I've been testing this for years because Carbquik. I am a fan of Carbquik, and I decided that I was going to stop avoiding it. It's 2 net carbs. And the keto police had convinced me to stay away from the wheat for a long time. And so I went with all the nut flours and just like everybody else. But it's only necessary if it affects you in an adverse way. I don't have a problem with wheat, so I bought this big bag. What I did find out that my body cannot tolerate is beans. It doesn't matter what kind. Navy beans, kidney beans, pork and beans, it does not matter. I cannot eat beans. And that's one of the things they say are highly inflammatory. And for me, they most certainly are. Because I could tell right away. Yeah, beans blow me up. So that's one food group that I know I have to stay away from. So you have to find out what you cannot tolerate and what you can't have. And I say this once you're in your own maintenance level. If you're stuck on counting your macros for weight loss, then that's one thing, because I did do that for 3 years. I found these. I have several cracker videos. You know, the one with lupin flour, which was horrible the next day. It was good the night I made them, but then the next day it was bitter and overpowering. So I do love, make sure you like that video and keep it in your likes to actually make, is the linguine lupin flour noodles, because that is fabulous. That's really about the only thing that I love with lupin flour all by itself. So, but these, all of this is from Costco. These organic sweet potato crackers. So this is made of, it's got 3 seeds: flaxseed, black sesame seeds, and chia seeds. All I do good on. And it is a blend of corn and sweet potatoes. So again, the keto police said you could not have corn, and I stayed away from corn for the longest time. And then I've tested it so often that I don't have a problem with corn. I know it's a grain, but it doesn't seem to affect me. This is relatively new to me. I've been eating these for about a month now. Not a lot. My point is, the ingredients are not necessarily the devil. It's how your body reacts to certain ingredients. So you just have to find out what affects your body which way. I know that I can have corn and I can have wheat. I can't have beans. Now let's talk snacks. I love these. These real vegetable chips. We got parsnips, taro, sweet potato, and batata. I like to have these with my favorite dip. The thing is, meals are a little different when you create your lifestyle on keto. They're largely snacks that you create that fill you up. And when I was on Atkins, you know, it's very high protein. And I find that a moderate level of protein is much better for me. So, like I said, I would have the chicken salad and those chips as a meal. Same goes for this. It's very filling. You have to look at meals differently than you used to. And you'll find your favorites. I sure know I have. Now, regarding root vegetables, I'll tell you what, you will be seeing a lot more Carbquik recipes out of me. Not to say that I'm staying away from the nut flours. I will still use them in recipes where they're good. But I'm just not going to make everything out of almond flour and coconut flour and lupin flour just because it's a nut flour. This is a rutabaga. They put wax on it for transporting to the store and keeping it very fresh and moist on the inside. I will show you at the end of the video how this is mashed potatoes. You don't have to have cauliflower mashed potatoes anymore. Let me show you my newest purchase because it became a necessity. I bought this on Amazon. I have not used it yet. I saw somebody very easily slice through these root vegetables that are very difficult to get through. So I thought, all right, I need one of those. It's a meat cleaver. It chops through bones. But it will make my life much easier chopping through root vegetables. Here's my rutabaga, and it's buttery yellow when you cook it. So we're just gonna put the top back on, like so. Then we're going to take some toothpicks, I got some big ones here, and just attach it back on. We're going to plop it on this plate. And microwave it for 15 minutes. Okay, so my rutabaga is pretty darn big, so I put it in for another 15 minutes. It is super hot. So I don't even want to touch it right now, so we're gonna let it cool off for just a bit. Then we're gonna put together the mashed potatoes. Now we're talking. Okay, this is so fabulous. It smells amazing in here. Okay, now I'm just going to put in a squirt of Daisy, a good squirt, and I got my favorite Duke's mayonnaise. Lopping tablespoon of that. And then salt and pepper. All right, now let's mix this up. Ugh. All right, now I'm going to transfer this to this bowl because we're only going to get a taste tonight because I do not eat at night. It is almost 9 p.m. Since I intermittent fast at night, and that is all part of my lifestyle, I'm only going to have one bite. Just have a bite. Mashed potatoes. There is so much flavor. This kicks cauliflower to the curb. Wow, this is really delicious. All right, one more bite. Just one more. This is so flavorful. I mean, it barely tastes like a vegetable. I mean, it does. But you know, cauliflower has no taste. It only has the taste you add to it. The flavor in the rutabaga. I'm totally making French fries out of this in my air fryer. Okay, I'm going to cover it up for lunch tomorrow. Now, the thing about intermittent fasting, some people don't like breakfast, and they really have to have dinner. You know, I like breakfast, and then I have late lunch. So I have breakfast at, 9 or 10, and I have late lunch at 2, 3, or 4, and then I'm done eating for the day. I will have this at lunch tomorrow with something, piece of sausage or something. But it is fabulous. That's the closest thing to mashed potatoes. That's like loaded mashed potatoes. It has so much flavor. I might even throw some bacon bits on that. No, I will throw some bacon bits on that. That is fabulous. Okay, peeps. Thanks for stopping by for another video. And, you have to make your lifestyle your own. Don't listen to the keto Karens and the keto people who say you can only have this, that, or the other. You have to figure out what works for you. Because I'm telling you, my lifestyle has gotten much easier since I figured that out. And I certainly won't be doing another egg fast or a 90-day challenge or any challenge because I know how to eat to maintain my lifestyle without cheating. These people think that they have to cheat because they make it so hard on themselves. Don't make it hard. Make it livable. It took me a long time to figure that out. All right, we'll see you next time.